In this video, we're going to talk about completing the writing section of the Common Application. This is the much dreaded and anxiety provoking essay portion of the application. First part, you just need to check off that you understand that while some colleges require the essay, not all of them do. I don't have any colleges listed here because I haven't put any on my dashboard yet. But let's say I had 10 colleges in there and 9 of them required the essay. You would see the 9 that required the essay here and the one that didn't require it here. However, really nothing in this process is optional. So even if the college says submitting the essay is optional, we would strongly recommend that you submit that essay. Typically, our East Greenwich High School students are very good writers, and it can only help you to have that essay really give the admissions person a more clear picture of who you are. So, again, don't consider it optional, complete the essay. These are the essay topics which you've had since last spring. We did put them in your red folders. And I'm just checking off write an essay on any topic. You would just check off which topic your essay is focused on. And then you can actually type the essay right in here if you want to, but I really wouldn't recommend that. You really want to spend some time on that essay and make sure it's well formatted and spell checked. So I would recommend either typing it in Docs and then cutting and pasting it, or just saving it to your Google Drive and uploading it, which is probably your best option. You really have much more editing capability if you do that. I'm just going to cut and paste. And actually, this is the first portion of Mr. Hopkins' welcome newsletter just to fill in some space. And it's not quite long enough, so it's telling me that I need to add more. That's okay. It's going to give me an error message. It will not accept an essay that is shorter than 250 words and not longer than 650. And that 650 number is important because sometimes at the other end, the college cannot open the essay or it will only open and show up to word number 650 if it's too long. So make sure you really keep it at that number or just under. We're going to continue. And I'm not getting a green check mark because that essay wasn't long enough. This is the part where you can indicate if you've ever been found responsible for a disciplinary violation in school. Just so you know, as a rule in our department, we have made the decision not to report on that in our portion. So, in your school counseling part of the application, the part we fill out, we will not say if you have or have not been. We just do not answer that question. We are not required to answer that question. So it's entirely up to you. If you made a mistake, you got caught, you got suspended, you learned something from it, I would say there's no harm in saying yes and really explaining what you did and how you grew from that. What did you learn? Nobody expects that you were perfect all 4 years of high school. Or you could indicate no. It really depends. Most of you won't have anything to put there anyway. And then additional information, this is what we're calling the COVID section. And this is really to talk about significant disruptions as a result of COVID-19, significant family circumstances such as loss of a job, loss of a home, if someone passed away suddenly in your family, if you had no access to technology and could not attend school, anything significant. This is not the place where you would say, I was locked in the house and I really didn't like it, because that was true of everybody. So, really make sure if you're going to answer yes to any one of these, you have a pretty clear explanation of why that impacted you and how that affected you and how it should reflect your application. And if you have any questions about that, talk to your school counselor and we can guide you in terms of any particular questions you might have. And that's basically it on that section.